I went to dump some trash first in this recycle center, and you see this mountain of trash and dumpsters for different types of trash, and you have machines that are moving stuff around. You have recycle containers, big machinery that separates everything. And it dawned on me, this is like our mind when we first get sober. Our mind just never stops. It's going constantly. What am I going to do about this? What about my girlfriend? What about my job? What about where I'm going to go in the future? My car, this, that, and the other thing. It just doesn't stop. And it's all trash. You're just wasting energy. We very rarely focus on what we're doing in this minute because we're actually unhappy, confused, helpless, and half out of our mind. That all changes in time. But the pain part of this is the thing, and it took me a long time to understand this. When something's wrong, you find something to fix it or get help with it. Sometimes people go towards religion. I came from religion. I never went back to it, but I'm a very spiritual person. Spirituality is different than faith. I grew up Catholic. There's God, there's Allah, there's Vishnu, Yahweh, Jehovah, Christian, Tao, Buddhism. That's a religion. I threw all that out the window. And I think I was better off in just practicing what I felt inside. In one moment, after just saying prayer, when I was at the bottom, and the sponsor told me, say your prayers, whether you like it or whether you don't. You have nothing else left. You've hit a wall. And if you haven't hit that wall hard enough, then you need to hit it again. That's why I tell newcomers, don't be upset if you went out and got drunk. No one's going to kill you. You just have to start over. You're at the bottom. Start over, do it all over again. It's like learning to work on your car. You're not going to get it right the first time around. It takes time. Everything takes time. And it's all painful. And we learn through the pain. Naltrexone, to me, is an absolute miraculous drug. It's so miraculous what they did. I read an article, and it was in Time magazine. It was a special edition about all the doctors that figured this out. It came from all over the country, all over the world, actually. And what happened was they figured out the receptors in how to take this drug. It was an accident at first, and then they realized what they had. And they worked on the receptors of the brain, and they could change it for people that were addicts, for alcoholics, and slowly change their mind back to normal thinking, drinking normally until they eventually just quit, just like that. It's amazing to me, and I think it's a wonderful drug. And if it helps you, that's great. Some people it don't help, unfortunately. The thing that is missing for me is something that I learned is not religion, it's just faith. I learned about that. And what I mean by learning about faith is I was so beaten up, I didn't have naltrexone. Nobody did when I got sober. We didn't have anything. We had Alcoholics Anonymous. That's it. And hopefully you found a friend you could latch on to and get along with a few people and maybe stay there every week for an hour and a half and then a little bit after the meeting. But I had hit the wall. I was done. I did not go to rehab. I went directly to AA and I stuck it out.